this moment, well, Toyota sustains almost 60% global market share in hybrid. And that's another reason for, as you noted, a very big success this time around. People do worry about, their future, attitude towards EV and that Toyota might be delayed. But Toyota isn't delayed. Firstly, hybrid at this moment, you could make an argument that they're more efficient than, EV in many sense. And at the same time, Toyota does realize that they do have to tackle this point, especially if you want to expand your sales to Europe and to China. So this is one area that they're still tackling on, but they're not hurried because they can see the infrastructure of EV itself really hasn't been, totally conformed as in case of other, gasoline cars, for example.
There were a couple of flies in the ointment, though. The company and its subsidiaries forced to do some more recalls this year. How's that affected things?
Well, it's a negative reputational damage, particularly the likes of Daihatsu and Toyota Industries, which basically falsify, the safety standards. And this is very much against the Toyota philosophy. One of the reasons I think is Toyota is like God, amongst the Toyota group. And perhaps it was very difficult to report something negative to Toyota itself. And I think the CEO realizes this. What they really need to do is clear up the pipe, particularly in regards to, upward and downward communication within the group, so that people can really speak out what is needed to be said. This is the first step that especially the Japanese conglomerates and, group companies have to do, because people tend to shun down. And as we say in Japanese, put a lid on something that smells. Now, this has to be basically scrapped as far as, the joint coalition of car making is concerned.
So what's your outlook for Toyota then? It beat analyst expectations this time round. What do you think will happen going forward?
For the time being, I think they will enjoy their ride, particularly in regards to the hybrid and also pricing not, falling apart, sustaining a very good, stable pricing, particularly through Toyota cars and also Lexus. So there, I would say, well, I say sunshine will last for a little more. But the most important thing is, as you just noted, can they really continue to sustain a good coalition within their group? Can they really try to create more synergy out of it? And another thing is, of course, how they're going to tackle the future engineering problems, for example, like an EV. Those would be the question that I think Toyota is tackling as we speak right now.